Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk a little bit about our graffiti portrait that we're going to do. That kind of follows that beeline graffiti project. So the first thing, obviously, we talked a little yesterday, but I'm just going to recap. The first thing you're going to want to do is get a picture of a portrait into Photoshop. We're going to want to make it black and white. Then we're going to want to cut that person out from the background. So I'm going to get my quick selection tool. I'm going to select my subject. I'm going to hit Control C, Control V, and delete the bottom layer. The next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to go to Filter, Blur, and then we're going to go down to Surface Blur. And we're going to set that to 10. We can go a little bit more. Click OK. The next thing is going to be to go to Filter, Filter Gallery, and we're going to do Cutout. And we're going to want 6 levels, and we're going to want to simplify those layers a little bit. I kind of like that right there. That looks good. I'm going to reduce my edge fidelity. I'm going to bring it maybe up a little bit. Perfect. And then click OK. So now I have this. This is looking pretty good. The last thing I'm going to go do is go to Image, Adjustments, Posterize. And I'm going to go 6 levels. Boom. So now you're going to notice we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 6 colors in here, 6 shades of gray. So now I need to get this prepped to go into Illustrator. And we want to save this as an image with no background. So we're going to go to File, Export, Export As. Yours is going to look different because you're working on the app stream. But we're going to go Export As PNG. Make sure it's transparent. Click Export. And I'm going to title it Haas Graffiti. I'll save it to my desktop. You'll save it to your drive. Now, we are going to go and we're going to pull up Adobe Illustrator. I was already working on one here. Get my window. I'm actually going to quit this one. Reopen Illustrator here. And what we're going to do is we're going to use Illustrator to do what we call a vector image. So we're going to convert this PNG that we just saved into a vector image. So I'm going to go Create New. I'm going to go 12 by 18. I'm going to click Create. I have 2 artboards for some reason. I'm just going to delete one of these. Give me 1 second. Artboard 2, I'm going to delete. OK, perfect. So now you guys would go to File, Place. I'm just going to do that too. And I'm going to find my PNG. I'm going to double click. And then I'm just going to put my face on here just like that. Perfect. So now we're going to convert this into a vector image, which allows us to adjust the colors of these different grays. So the first thing we need to do is click our image. We're going to go to Window, Image Trace. And I'm going to set this mode to grayscale. I'm going to go and set this to 6. Click this advanced. I'm going to reduce the corners, and I'm going to click preview. And check that out. It gives us a pretty sweet, curvy, vectorized image of this portrait. Now all I need to do is click expand, and what that does is makes every color a path. But right now they're grouped, so I'm going to go up to Object, Ungroup, and now check this out. Each one is individual. So all the black is individual, the light gray, and that light gray. So now we're going to go in and do a monochromatic coloring of these different shades. So you can pick any color. So monochromatic is various shades of one color. Could be, right, a light blue, medium blue, dark blue, those kinds of things. So we're going to go and we're going to go to Window. We're going to go to Swatches. And in this menu, you're going to see this little color themes panel. You're going to click that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go to click Create. And then if you click this little dial here that says Color Rule, it's like these 3 bubbles, we're going to set this to look monochromatic. And now you can pick. So I'm going to take, and let's do like a, take this one and drag this. I think it'd be cool if we do like a blue here. Perfect. So there we go. So now that you have this, you're just going to click this little box that says Add to Swatches. And look, it adds those colors to my swatches menu. Now, I'm going to create 6 circles at the top of my screen. I'm going to go 1, and I'll just go Command C, Command V. Make these a little bit smaller. They don't have to be identical. 2. Let's see, Command V. And V. There's 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we're going to fill these in order from light to dark. Just move these with our monochromatic color. So I'm going to click this one, and then I'll fill it with the light. I'm going to click this one, I'll fill it with the medium. Click this one, fill it with the next one. Click this one, fill it with the next one. Oop. Click this one, fill it with the next one, and then I'm going to make this one actually like really dark, almost black. There we go. And now we have an easy way to color picker all of these colors. And we might want to change it. Like this one looks a little green, so I might click that and go more kind of towards the blue side with that. Same thing with this one. You know, you can play around with it. So now we just work in order. So I'm going to click the 2 lightest colors here, boom, and I'm going to hold I and click in that circle. Then I'll go to the next shade, hold I, and fill it with the next shade. You got to look around and kind of see what's all that shade. Then I'm going to click the next shade, hold I, and go boom. Click the next shade, hold I, and go boom. Click the next shade, hold I, and go boom. Click the next shade, hold I, and go boom. And you'll see that now we're starting to fill this in. Obviously, I missed some spots here. I got to go in and make sure I hit all of those spots. But that's kind of the goal for today, is to get our image into Illustrator, set up these colors, and start filling in those colors. Okay? On Monday, we'll see where you're at and maybe discuss ways in which we can start graffitiizing or graffiticizing. I don't know how you would say that, but getting this to look like graffiti. Alrighty, best of luck.